There are voices that speak, and then there are voices that echo. Andrea Gibson's is a voice that echoes in the quietest chambers of the human heart. Their words weren't just ink on a page, they were living, breathing things, stories we were too afraid to tell ourselves. To encounter their poetry was to encounter a truer version of oneself, reflected in the brilliant, shattering light of their honesty. Gibson showed us poetry is not a luxury, but a lifeline, a tool for survival, a protest, a love letter, a confession. Their verses taught us vulnerability is a superpower, a bridge connecting souls across vast distances of experience and pain. On stage, under bright lights, they offered up their heart, inviting us to do the same. They took poetry from the dusty shelves of academia and placed it directly into the hands of the people. Andrea Gibson didn't just write poetry, they lived it, breathed it, and gave us all permission to live and breathe our own truths. Their heartbeat can still be felt in every line they wrote, a steady, courageous pulse reminding us of the enduring power of a single, honest voice. It's a rhythm that will guide us long after the stage has gone dark. Andrea Gibson's career was a constellation of moments that lit up contemporary poetry. They began on the slam poetry scene, their raw performances captivating audiences and judges alike. Works like The Lord of the Butterflies and Pansy are maps of the human soul, charting love, gender, loss, and struggle with breathtaking precision. Gibson's style was revolutionary. Language wielded with gentle ferocity, distilling complex emotions into unforgettable images. They made poetry feel like a conversation with a trusted friend, stripping away pretense to reveal the raw, beating heart of the matter. In The Lord of the Butterflies, Gibson explores identity with tenderness and defiance, creating space for all to exist in their fullest truth. Pansy turns the poetic lens on social injustice, always through the intimate filter of personal experience. Their work was never just about the I, it was always about the we, a collective call to empathy and action. Gibson redefined what it meant to be a poet in the 21st century, building a universe out of words where every story mattered. This universe wasn't an escape, but a deeper way of engaging with reality, armed with empathy, honesty, and verse. Life presents us with mountains we never asked to climb. For Andrea Gibson, that mountain was a cancer diagnosis. In the face of adversity, they turned pain into poetry, documenting their struggle with unflinching honesty. Their journey became another form of art, written on the landscape of their own body and spirit. Through social media and writing, they chronicled treatment, despair, and the stubborn glimmers of hope. Gibson showed us courage isn't the absence of fear but moving forward in spite of it, finding reasons to write, to smile, to feel the sun. Their confrontation with mortality infused their work with urgency and depth, celebrating the beauty of the ordinary and the preciousness of a single day. They reframed illness from victimhood to transformation, finding poetry in hospital halls and grace in breathing. By sharing their journey, Gibson gave a gift to anyone facing their own mountains, demystifying illness and creating space for vulnerability in life. Their courage was a lighthouse, reminding us the human spirit can bloom even in the most difficult soil. The impact of Andrea Gibson can't be measured in awards, but in the quiet moments of recognition and inspiration. Their poetry was a lighthouse, a steady beam cutting through loneliness and confusion. By sharing their deepest truths, they shattered the illusion that poets are distant figures, making poetry accessible and relatable. Young writers saw in Gibson a model for transforming pain into universal art, using their voice to connect on a human level. For readers, Gibson was a confidant, a guide whose words became a soundtrack for life's most significant moments. Their work became a shared language for a community built on empathy and respect. Gibson's poems were mirrors, reflecting our own stories with clarity and compassion. Their legacy lives in the community they built and the countless individuals empowered to speak their truth. Though a great voice may fall silent, its echo shapes the world. Andrea Gibson's legacy is a living garden, growing in the hearts of those they touched. Their life and work are a testament to the idea that there is a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in. For all who find solace in words, Gibson's work remains a guiding star, reminding us to be brave, tender, and relentless in our pursuit of justice and compassion. Their poems are a call to action. Live fully, love fiercely, and listen deeply to the poetry within and around us. Let us honor their memory by carrying their torch forward, speaking truth, offering a hand, and creating art that heals. Andrea Gibson showed us that vulnerability is a gateway to connection. And our words can build bridges and beauty, even in fear. The heartbeat of the poet never truly stops. It becomes part of the world's rhythm, a steady, hopeful beat echoing for generations.